Besides being two of the best wrestlers ever to pass through WWE rings, Stone Cold and The Rock are powerful men who have made a lot of money during their careers. But have you ever wondered which of them has the more luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a heated battle between Stone Cold and The Rock. So let's go to the fight. Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #AllAboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. More expensive property. When it comes to investing in good places to live, both fighters don't skimp. But which one spends the most money on property? Steve Austin, for example, once owned a property in Marina del Rey, in the U.S. state of California. Built in 1953, the design house has elegant decor and more than 2,700 square feet of living space. Among the property's main spaces are an open layout living room and an 8-person dining area with a glass table, which integrates the custom kitchen with stainless steel appliances and a countertop with seating for casual meals. There is also a family room next to the kitchen that appears to be quite cozy, where there is a TV and a modern fireplace, as well as other living spaces to gather in daily. The house has a total of 4 bedrooms, including the spacious master suite, with doors opening onto the garden and a lovely bathroom with a solid surface soaking tub. In addition to this, the property also has 2 other updated bathrooms with electric mirrors, and while Steve Austin lived there, he also improvised a gym to train without leaving the house. Outside, the property is situated on an 8,000 square foot lot, which has very green lawns, a landscaped garden, a leisure area with a swimming pool, and plenty of seating areas for entertaining or relaxing outdoors, where the former wrestler has already shared a video of his dog swimming. According to some sources, Steve Austin bought the main property in 2007 for the trifle of $2 million, and in 2017, he acquired a property next door for another $1.49 million. In 2021, he sold the complex for $3.395 million, although other sources report that he only disposed of one of the properties. The Rock, on the other hand, owns a luxurious mansion situated on a 3.67-acre plot in Beverly Hills, California. Although there are few records of the interior of the property, it is possible to see that Dwayne Johnson's property can offer a lot of privacy, leisure, and comfort for him. Resembling almost a resort, the mansion has several amenities such as a large green space, a cinema room with comfortable armchairs, a tennis court, a recreation area with a swimming pool, and even another heated swimming pool that is fully covered. And to acquire this Mediterranean-style mansion, the star had to spend a real fortune. According to some sources, The Rock had to pay the princely sum of $27.8 million. So it's clear that the actor wins this round. Point for him. Vehicles. Both WWE stars like to enjoy nice vehicles, but who has the most luxurious vehicles? Stone Cold, for example, has been spotted with several vehicles. 2008 Kawasaki KLX 450 for $7,200. Kawasaki Mule SX for $9,000. Kawasaki Brute Force 750 for $11,000. Kawasaki Mule Pro MX for $15,000. 1988 Dodge Ramcharger for $17,000. 1965 Ford F100 for $20,000. Kawasaki Mule Pro FXT for $20,000. Kawasaki Teryx 4 from $21,000. 1959 Ford F100 from $22,000. 1995 Ford Bronco from $23,000. 1996 Chevrolet Suburban for $26,000. Kawasaki Teryx KRX 1000 from $27,000. 2003 Ford Focus from $30,000. 2003 Chevrolet Silverado Z71 from $32,000. 1974 Chevrolet Camaro Z28 from $35,000. Jeep Wrangler 4x4 for $38,000. Buick Special 1955 from $40,000. 1971 Corvette Stingray from $41,000. Ford Fairlane 1964 from $51,000. Chevrolet C10 for $57,000. Ford F-150 for $75,000. Corvette C7 for $79,000. and even a 2016 Range Rover for $87,000. One of the most impressive vehicles that Steve Austin drove, which became his trademark during his fights, was a customized monster truck. This robust machine was seen a few times during wrestling competitions, including being used to crush some other vehicles, such as The Rock's Lincoln Continental. To give you an idea of the price of this car, it is estimated that the former wrestler's vehicle is valued at around $150,000. But the most impressive car he drove was a McLaren 720S, a super sports car made for those who like speed. To give you an idea of its power, the vehicle is equipped with a 720 horsepower V8 engine, capable of accelerating from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 2.9 seconds, reaching a top speed of 211 miles per hour. According to some sources, the former wrestler's incredible car is valued at around $340,000. In addition to all these cars, it is speculated that he once owned other rather impressive vehicles, but they no longer seem to be part of his collection. The Rock, for his part, has been seen with several impressive cars, such as $35,000 Plymouth Prowler, $55,000 1971 Chevy Chevelle, $75,000 Ford F-150, $80,000 Jaguar F-Type, $105,000 Cadillac Escalade, $110,000 Range Rover Sport, $120,000 1969 Chevrolet Camaro, $130,000 BMW i8, $140,000 Porsche Taycan, $145,000 Porsche Panamera, $150,000 Aston Martin Vantage, $180,000 McLaren 650s, $210,000 Aston Martin DB9, $220,000 Bentley Continental GT, $250,000 Ferrari 458, $300,000 Lamborghini Huracan, $310,000 Ferrari F12 Berlinetta, $340,000 Rolls-Royce Cullinan, $350,000 Rolls-Royce Wraith, $450,000 Lamborghini Aventador, $500,000 Ford GT 660. Already in the millions, he has been seen with a McLaren P1, a super sports car capable of attracting a lot of attention wherever it goes, whose price of the latest models can easily exceed the figure of $1.2 million. Even more expensive, Dwayne Johnson has already taken a picture with a Ferrari LaFerrari, a stunning vehicle with a modern and futuristic design, capable of charming anyone who likes sports cars. And it's no wonder that to have this incredible vehicle in your garage, you may have to spend a real fortune, and it can be found for more than $1.4 million. The most expensive car The Rock has ever seen was a beautiful Pagani Huayra, a sports car coveted by many car lovers. The sports car has a modern design with an impeccable finish, and if the actor has this car, he may have shelled out more than $2.6 million. As The Rock has a more luxurious garage, he wins this round. Point for him. Aircraft. Both fighters like to travel in comfortable jets, but who has the most expensive aircraft at their disposal? The Rock, for example, has been seen in a Gulfstream G650, one of the most modern, fastest, and longest-range aircraft available on the market in this segment. The interior of the plane is luxuriously finished and can carry up to 18 people with great ergonomics. And although we do not know if he owns this little jet, it is estimated that to rent it you have to pay about $15,000 per flight hour. Steve Austin, for his part, is just a little behind. In a Robinson R-44, one of the most reliable helicopter models, which, depending on the specifications, can carry 3 passengers in addition to the pilot in a 46 cubic foot cabin. To buy a helicopter like this, you have to pay around $500,000, while the average hourly charter rate is $900. Steve Austin also often shares photos of what appears to be his private jet, the Hawker 400 XP, a medium-sized twin-engine executive aircraft ideal for interstate and international travel. The interior of the jet can carry up to 8 passengers in comfort and refinement. Called the N865TM, the former wrestler's jet seems to offer plenty of comfort for him and his dogs to travel safely between the country's states while enjoying unique views that only aircraft like this can provide. And although it's not certain whether he owns the aircraft, it's estimated that the price of a jet of this model costs around $2.5 million. And since we don't know if they own their aircraft, We'll consider this round a draw. Points for both. Luxury shopping. Both wrestlers love to be well dressed, so they don't usually skimp. But who has the most extravagant expenses? Steve Austin, for example, likes to invest his money in shoes. In an interview with Complex, the former wrestler showed off some of the sneakers he's owned. Nike Shox NZ $100. Magnum Stealth Force 8.0 boot $100. Brooks Glycerin 20 $160. And when the star was interviewed in a store, he took the opportunity to take a few more home, among them Air Jordan 13 Del Sol $280. Air Jordan 5 Racer Blue $320. Air Jordan 3 Fire Red $320. And a Nike Zoom Kobe 5 Protro X Undefeated for $820, totaling $1,883 spent on shopping. To always be well-dressed and stylish, Steve Austin also spends a lot of money on watches, such as his Shin 1 SDR, which measures 44 millimeters and is made from submarine steel, which gives it greater resistance in extreme conditions of use, with an average price of $3.5 thousand. Another watch he has owned is an elegant Omega Seamaster 300M chronograph made of stainless steel, which, depending on the specifications, can cost as much as $8.6 thousand. The Rock, on the other hand, likes to spend on beautiful watches. A $7,500 Tag Heuer Monaco, a $8,000 Breitling Super Ocean Heritage, a $13,000 IWC Big Pilot 7 Days, a $21,000 IWC Portugueser Annual Calendar, a $25,000 Rolex GMT Master 2, a $28,000 Rolex Yachtmaster, a $30,000 Panerai Submersible Gold Tech, a $30,000 IWC Big Pilot Perpetual Calendar Spitfire, a $35,000 Audemars Piguet, and even a $320,000 Audemars Piguet White Gold. And because he spends more on watches, The Rock wins this round. Point for him. Other properties. When it comes to places to live, both actors don't skimp on their fortunes. But who has the most expensive real estate? Stone Cold, for example, likes to live on farms. It was speculated that the ranch was featured in the reality TV show Broken Skull Challenge, but it was revealed that it was just a location made to represent the former wrestler's property. His real ranch, called Broken Skull Ranch, was located in Tilden, Texas, boasting many impressive environments and over 2,000 acres of land where alligators even lived in the lake. This place was sold by the former wrestler in 2017, but soon after, he acquired another ranch, this time located to the south in Nevada City, naming it Broken Skull Ranch 2.0. Steve Austin's current property covers a large portion of 40 acres of land and is full of enchanting landscapes, making it the place where he spends most of his time these days. Through his social networks, Steve Austin often shares a little of his routine on the incredible rural property. There is, for example, a large residence for him and his dogs, but little is known about its interior except that it has lots of glass doors and a beautiful wide plank floor. Among the spaces that have been seen are the kitchen with a huge worktop, a living room with cozy sofas, and a garage/shed for him to store his car collection. Outside, there are large fields where the former wrestler grows crops and others where he raises animals such as horses, as well as plenty of land for him to do with as he pleases. The ranch is also home to many species of animal life, such as a brood of chickens, which have their custom-built coop to live in. This place offers everything Steve Austin needs to live very peacefully, and to acquire this property, he had to fork out quite a bit of money. According to the media, the star bought the property for $2.9 million. The Rock, for example, bought in 2012 a 13,000 square foot mansion in a gated community in the city of Miami, Florida. Going inside the property, we can see that the decor has a classic style with very sophisticated furniture. According to the photos that were released in the media, the mansion has a cinema room for the actor to watch his movies, as well as 6 beautiful and spacious bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, some of which are very luxurious. In the external area, there is a lot of space with very green grass and a beautiful swimming pool with a jacuzzi. And to live in this big house, some sources estimate that the actor paid around $3.5 million at the time. When Dwayne Johnson wants to have more tranquility and contact with nature, he can enjoy his amazing 46-acre farm in Powder Springs. Entering the property of the actor, we can see how well cared for and beautiful his farm is, with an extensive green lawn, an ideal place for those who enjoy contact with nature. There is, for example, a large private lake, a place where The Rock has already posted on social networks that he likes to practice fishing and have a lot of fun with his daughters. The main farmhouse, which was built in 2002, has French Provençal architecture and has almost 15,000 square feet of floor space. Its interior has a rustic design, with a strong presence of walnut wood and stone cladding, as well as high ceilings and good natural light, reminiscent of old historic mansions. The mansion has 8 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms, some of which are very large and luxurious. In the backyard of the property, there is a good recreation area with a barbecue and a beautiful round swimming pool with a whirlpool. But no doubt it is the outside of the property that is most impressive, with a large area of pasture and of course a barn with 12 stables for the property's horses. And for when the actor wants to have fun with his animals, there is a spacious sand track for horses. As reported in the media, Dwayne Johnson needed to spend about $9.5 million. As it's not known how much Steve Austin sold his old ranch for, we'll consider the round a draw. Points for both. Business. As well as being WWE stars, the two also have other sources of income, but who has the most lucrative businesses? Austin, for example, has a few ventures, such as lines of drinks known as Broken Skull American Lager and Broken Skull IPA, in collaboration with the traditional brewing company El Segundo Brewing. Another source of income is merchandise sales. Through the Steve Cold brand, the WWE personality sells products linked to his image, such as t-shirts and other accessories. Over the years, he has decided to invest in his writing career, having already published books such as The Stone Cold Truth. Steve Austin's biggest source of income must surely come from royalties and advertising deals with famous brands, such as the 316 clothing line, the WWE 2K series of games, the Japanese company Kawasaki, among many others. The Rock, on the other hand, is not far behind. One of his ventures is his production company called Seven Bucks Productions, which has released several successful films starring him, such as Rampage, Jumanji, The Next Level, Hobbs and Shaw, Red Notice, among others. However, in the fitness business, Dwayne launched Athletico in 2019, a mega event with talks focused on athletics and well-being. He has also released his own app called The Rock Clock, which features a motivational alarm clock and goal plan for those who are looking to improve their physique. On the other hand, in the American football universe, it was announced in the media that The Rock and other partners have acquired the XFL Professional League for $15 million. Dwayne Johnson also has investments in the beverage business, being for example one of the partners of Zoa Energy, an energy drink made for those who need more energy. In addition, one of the actor's biggest businesses is his stake in the tequila brand Teremana, which has been very successful with the public and is projected to be worth billions of dollars in the coming years. And social media is where Johnson does a lot of the publicizing for his companies. On YouTube, for example, he has over 6 million subscribers, and he makes use of this audience to make money by boosting the sale of his products. On Instagram, it's no different, because he is one of the most followed celebrities in the world, with around 350 million people and potential customers. But he also takes advantage of his fame to advertise for other companies such as Apple, Voss, Under Armour, among many others. To get an idea of figures, it is estimated that the actor's 2017 partnership with automaker Ford alone earned him around $15 million a year. But his biggest advertising contract is estimated to be with sporting goods brand Under Armour, with some sources estimating that the actor receives around $25 million a year from it. And because The Rock excels in business, he wins this round. Point for him. Net worth. As two famous wrestlers, there's no doubt that they've made a lot of money. But which one managed to accumulate the most significant net worth? Starting with Steve Austin. For example, one of the most influential competitors of the Attitude Era, starring in major fights that earned him high incomes. Although it is not known how much Steve Austin earned per year from wrestling competitions, some rumors suggest that he earned between $5 and $12 million between 1999 and 2003. However, he didn't stop raking in the big bucks after retiring in 2003. That's because although he has left the ring, Steve Austin is still a wrestling star, always involved in competitions and perpetuating his legacy. To give you an idea of how much he makes, in 2021 alone, Sports Rush reported that he and WWE pocketed $3.66 million from merchandise sales. Added to his other sources of income, his turnover is even higher. It's speculated that with all his jobs combined, including brand endorsements, the star now earns around $3 million a year. Although no one knows for sure what Steve Austin's fortune is, some sources estimate that the former wrestler's net worth today, after all taxes have been deducted, is $30 million. But the figure is likely to be higher. The Rock, in turn, is considered one of the most successful actors in the world. In his prime wrestling in WWE, The Rock's salary reached the million-dollar figures, with sources estimating that he'd even made around $5 million a year. But it was as a Hollywood movie actor that Dwayne Johnson really made his money. To get a sense of figures, it is estimated that he received about $5,500,000 for the Scorpion King, $9 million for the other guys, $10 million for Fast and Furious 6, $12,500,000 for The Rundown, $14 million for Central Intelligence, $15 million for Furious 7, $20 million for Hercules, $22,500,000 for Black Adam, $23,500,000 for Red Notice, and some $25 million for San Andreas. And it's no wonder that The Rock has been considered the highest paid actor in the world multiple times, with his peak being in 2018 when it was estimated that he was paid around $124 million for the year, becoming the highest paid actor of all time. And while no one knows exactly how wealthy The Rock is, many sources estimate that Dwayne Johnson has a net worth of approximately $800 million. In other words, he easily wins this round. Point for him. At the end of this fight, we have 2 points for Stone Cold against 7 points for The Rock, making him the winner of this battle. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel Dios to satisfy your curiosity.